Hi Livea team, Beth here, your certified yoga instructor. And today we're just going to do a nice, slow, easy workout. We won't be sweating a whole lot. We're just going to wake up the body, revitalize, stretch, and do a little bit of balance, which means we're going to engage that core. So when you're ready, let's get started. Inhale and lift those shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale and bring the shoulders back and down. One more inhale. Think about that breath and moving your body with your breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, take it down. Meeting you at your sit bones here. We're going to wiggle around just a little bit, just to kind of engage and acknowledge the rest of the body. Take a hand, any hand, with an inhale. We're going to lift it up high. We're going to set that shoulder down. And then with that side body, we're going to reach over, extending through the armpit all the way down to the hip. Should feel really good in the side body. Breathe. When you're ready with an exhale, we bring that arm down. Bring it anywhere that's comfortable for you. Shoulder roll one more time. Inhale. Exhale, set it down. Other hand reaches high. Set that shoulder down. Reach. Extending through that side body, and breathe. Counting center. Let's go ahead and shoulder roll one more time. Lift, inhale, lower to exhale, and lift both of those hands up. And from here, we're going to line the chin with the knee, any knee, with the torso. So you're bringing your whole torso into play. With your inhale and then exhale, we're going to lean forward and bring the body down towards the knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, same side, coming down. Inhale, lift. Now center. Just center the body with your exhale. We're going to come down. Inhale, lift. And again, remember, yoga is a practice. It is not perfection. We're just warming up our body, engaging with our breath. And I'll meet you centered. Take that chin, align it with the other knee with that torso. Inhale with an exhale, we go down. Inhale, lift. And exhale. Nice. Inhale, lift. I'll meet you center. Let's take those hands to heart center. Nice. Pick a side, any side. Inhale here, and then with an exhale, we twist to a side. I love twisting on the floor because your hips have to stay in alignment. They can't really move on you. And a lot of times when we twist when we're up high, our hips come with. With that exhale, come forward. Nice. Inhale here, exhale other side. Take those inhales and exhales. See if you can kind of get your breath to move from the chest down to the abdomen. Coming center. Gently release those prayer hands. Shoulder will roll up. Exhale, bring it down. Nice. Let's bring those knees up towards the chest. Wiggle around again in those sit bones. Awesome. Let's go ahead and bring those legs a little bit apart here. I'm going to scoot back for a second. All right. From this position, I want you to lengthen the spine as much as you possibly can. If it feels uncomfortable or painful, don't go there. Just go enough till you can feel a nice stretch. So nice and long. I'm going to take those hands in the center. Maybe they're by the foot. Maybe they're in front. Tall spine. Inhale. Exhale. Gently lean forward. Inhale. Tall spine. And gently lean forward. Feel how that stretch is moving. Inhale. Lift. And exhale. Lean forward. More into the hips. Inhale, lift. If this is good for you, stay here. If you want a little bit more, we take those hands gently underneath. Let's straighten the legs just a little bit. Doesn't have to be a lot. Inhale, exhale, come on down. Inhale, lift. These can come with as well. Exhale, bring it down. Just working on that tortoise pose, just a little at a time. Inhale, lift. Let's bring those feet together. One of my favorites, we'll probably do this one every time. Bound angle. And we're just going to release those knees down. Wiggle around in those sit bones if you would like. Feel a stretch in the inner thighs. So we've gone from upper body to lower body. So hopefully we're stretched out just enough that we can inhale, lift, exhale, take it down, and reach forward in that bound angle. You can reach with the hands, you can grab the toes, what works for you. Think about that spine, lengthen through the spine, and breathe. Inhale, lift only when you're ready. Awesome. Let's take those feet out straight. Inhale, lift. You can point the toes, you can flex the toes. Let's just go anywhere you want now. Let's wiggle around in those sit bones just a little bit. Straighten the back, lower the shoulders. With your exhale, after that big inhale, we come forward. Nice. Hamstrings, lower back. Inhale, lift. One more. We're going to take it down. Inhale, lift only when you're ready. Arms going to come to the side. And let's go ahead and get in our tabletop position. In tabletop, we've got hips over knees as always. Shoulders over wrist. Or if your wrists are kind of like, not today, then go ahead and fist it out. Try not to stay here for too long. However, if there's too much pressure on your wrist, you want to move around in it. Move that body so that your weight is evenly distributed. All right. Wherever you are comfortable, let's tuck those toes. Nice. And lift those knees gently off the floor. Maybe it's one knee, maybe it's two knees, maybe it's not today. That's okay too. Again, progress, not perfection. Gently lower. Working a little bit on that core and on that balance. We're going to lift. Think about those toes. Are they stretching for you? Hopefully they are. Let's lower down. Let's extend the leg. You can take that other toe down. We're just going to rock and roll a little. Rock forward, roll back. Feel that nice toe extension, okay? Don't mind me, I'm just moving. See if you can focus on your breath, your movement. And if we are doing something different, it doesn't matter. It feels good. If it's working, then go for it. Gently bring yourself back to that tabletop position. Awesome. Wiggle around in that tabletop if you'd like. Go ahead and extend that same leg out and bring those toes so that they face the ground. Now check out your hips here. Sometimes our hips can come up. Let's make sure they're parallel. Now this is a nice, easy, slow flow yoga. If you want to challenge yourself, you can raise that opposite hand. But today I am not doing that because I'm just about revitalizing. Bringing that toe down, we're going to take that other foot back. Same rules. One foot is down, top of the foot towards the mat. Other foot, that heel is up and the toes are kind of bent. And we roll back and roll forward. Should feel really nice. Just rolling, enjoying, and breathing. Letting things go. Let your day go. Just for a little while. You'll get back to it. No worries. All right, bring it back to tabletop. You know where we're going. Wiggle around a little bit. When you're ready, extend that leg out. Point the toes to the floor. Option, extend the arm. Option, not. Think about those hips. Are they even? Are your shoulders away from your ears? Is your spine nice and long? Counting back to that tabletop position. We're going to bring our bottom right back down to our heels. And let's extend those arms. Now, if your forehead reaches the mat, awesome. If your forehead doesn't reach the mat, awesome. If you need to take your towel or your blanket or sweater, putting it underneath your forehead, awesome. Honor you. And I really want you to feel that stretch in that lower back. It should feel really, really nice. Now let's change this up just a tiny bit. With your forehead on your mat, on your blanket, or close to the floor, let's bring those hands towards the feet. So we're just going to bring those hands down. Reach towards those toes. They can touch the feet, they don't have to. Palms can be up, palms can be down. And just relax into the stretch. Lower back, through the shoulders. And breathe. Maybe through the quads just a little bit. Nice. All right, take those hands, bring it forward, back into that child's pose. Awesome. Let's take those hands underneath the armpits and raise back into tabletop. And breathe. If you use your blanket or towel, move it just a little bit for now. We're going to go into our downward dog and we're going to get up and do our balance. So tuck those toes under when you're ready. We're going to lift through the hips. Hips go towards the ceiling. Nice. Now always in that first downward dog, we want to move around in it. I like to walk my dog with both of my feet. If you don't, do it the way you like to. Some people like to bring both knees in, walking their dog. Or maybe you just want that stretch and you're not going to move at all. In downward dog, biceps cover ears. Heels are kind of pulling down to the floor. Not so much that it hurts, just so that it's a nice stretch. Elbows are kind of screwed out. Hands are wide. Not too much pressure in the wrist. If you have too much pressure in the wrist, you might be leaning forward a little bit too much. So think about your center of gravity. Where is it? All right, we're going to bring those feet towards the hands. If your hands have to lift, cool. If your knees have to bend, cool. Nothing wrong with that. From any position that you're at right now, think about straightening the spine. We're going to inhale, lift, use your core, lift those hands up high. Reach for that ceiling. Exhale, bring those hands down. Nice. Shoulder roll here. Excellent. Now let's get into some balance work. We're going to go right to our tree pose. So if you know your tree and you like to get there a certain way, get there. If you're not quite sure what tree is, we're going to lift one foot and we're going to really ground through the other. So we're going to be balancing on one leg. You're going to ground on that one leg you're balancing on. Spread those toes out wide. Take one knee up, toe is up. We're going to open. Awesome. Now, if this is good, stay here. If you can go a little bit higher, go a little higher. Think about that part that you are grounding down. Make sure your hip isn't too far out. Okay, we want to really ground down through that one side. Opening the foot if you can, opening the knee. But the hips are going to stay straight. So it's all here. That's how you're opening. Okay, not here. Hang out in your tree. I'm going easy tree. Inhale, lift those arms. Open those trees. Bring those fingers wide. You can be high up above the head. You could be wide. And just ground yourself. Gently, gently release those arms down. We're going to take one elbow over the other. Grab on. Now here, we're going to gently sit those hips back. Nice. Lift the elbows up high. And bring the elbows down. Come back to standing. Unwrap those elbows. Inhale, lift. Exhale, swan dive down. And let's go on to the other side for the tree. We'll ground through that standing leg. It's the other side. Okay. Now remember, if this is good, this is good. Open using that knee. Knee opens the gate. Go where you would like to go today. Fix your hip if it's sticking out. Inhale, lift. Open those arms. Fingers are open. Looking straight ahead, elongating the spine. Stretching, revitalizing. We're going to feel awesome for the rest of the day. Nice, gently come out of that tree. Let's go ahead and wrap the other elbow around. Grab one if you can. If you can't, no worries. Sit that bottom down ever so slightly. Lifting those elbows up. And breathe. Feel a nice stretch right across the shoulders. We work the core. We're getting to the back just to stretch through the higher back. The high back is part of our core too. Gently come up. Unwind elbows. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Swan dive down. Excellent. Roll those shoulders. Nice. So we have a little bit of a more challenge in kind of a balance, but it's a great one for hips. So if at any time you feel wobbly or no, you're not going to do it, or there's a wall, use a wall for support, or go back into your tree, okay? Because that's a great place to be. All right, if you want a little bit of a challenge, we're going to take that heel right above the knee, okay? Now hips are open, knees kind of down. Start figure four. Foot's out here. It can wave around if you would like. Hands can be in prayer. Hands can be anywhere you would like them, okay? Not going to worry about hands right now. We're just going to get that balance. Think about that hip. Where's that hip? Should be even. Now, once you get this, let's sit down just a tiny bit. Doesn't have to be big. Doesn't have to be at all. Nice, gently, bring it up. Unwind, inhale, lift. Exhale, swan dive down. And we've got that other side. Heel, right above the knee. If this is good, stay here. If you want a little more, sit it on down. Woo. Definitely don't look at me. Again, not perfect. Never go for perfection, just progress. Honor your beautiful, wonderful self. Gently unwind. Inhale, lift. Exhale, let's forward fold. So we're gonna go all the way down towards the feet. Now, if your forward fold isn't totally down to the feet, who cares? That's okay. And breathe right here. Stretching through those hamstrings, through the lower back. Let the shoulders fall. Inhale, lift from all the way down. Exhale, forward fold one more time. Nice. Inhale, lift when you're ready. Exhale, just the arms come down. Great, one more fun balance. We're working our way to a little bit more intermediate type of balances. This is just our awesome beginner. Take a leg, take it over the other leg. So the toe can be up here, heel can be down. What works for you, okay? Wiggle around in it. Set that balanced leg solid, open those toes. From here, you can come heart center, you can come wide. What would you like to do? Now you can stay here, practice right here, or we can set that bottom down again. And just breathe. let's lift that bottom. Open that prayer. Unwind those feet. Nice. Relax those feet. Step it out a little bit. We've got that other side. Other leg over. Check out what you can do here. Heel down, maybe heels up. Get comfy. We're just wrapping it all up. Check out those hips. Roll those shoulders. Elongate the spine. All the rules. Hands can come where you like them. Sit that bottom back. Now again, if sitting the bottom back doesn't work for you, just stand with those legs crossed as much as possible. Grab a wall if you need. Take those yoga breaths. Lift when you are ready. Release those hands on one legs. Nice. Let's go a little bit wide with our stance. Maybe a little bit bigger than hips. Maybe right under hips if that feels good for you. Slight bend in the knees. We're going to inhale, lift up high. We're going to exhale and bring our fingers wide. Palms face the outside of the body. Right here, get comfortable. I want you to squeeze your butt. Okay, kind of clench your butt and gently, gently lean back. Only go as far as it feels good for you. I want you to feel a nice stretch through that front body, front of the hips, pelvis, up the belly button. Drop those shoulders as always. And gently come forward. Nice. So what we're going to do here is just going to slide an arm down a leg, any leg you choose, while we lift the other side. Stretching out through that side body. Now if this is good, stay here. If you want a little bit more, we're going to reach that 45-degree angle. Really stretching a little bit deeper into the side body. All right, inhale, lift that hand. And with that breath, we're just going to move to the other side. Taking it down, straight over. And when you're ready, 45-degree angle. Again, just an option. All right, bringing it back up. Coming center, open those hands wide if you'd like, or come to that heart center pose. Squeeze the butt. Lean back. And gently, gently release. Coming center. Inhale, lift. You have those nice wide legs. Exhale, let's reach for the floor. Again, maybe you have a towel or something in front of you, so you can kind of grab onto that just to stretch that lower back and elongate the spine. Now from this position, if it doesn't work for you, then come up and then go ahead and come down. But what we're going to do is just bring those legs down. Think about going back to tabletop, even though we're not quite going to go there. So we're down back on the floor, and our knees are still wide. That's the key here. We're going to take our heels together, bring our bottom back, and then reach forward. So extended child's pose. And breathe. Let it go. Bring the hands right under the armpits. Lifting the forehead up. We're going to take one knee right in between the hands. And the other knee is just going to slide back. Now, having my knee bent, we're going into pigeon. So if you know your pigeon, you can slide that knee back. Today's easy and gentle. And it's lovely like that. So I have my knee bent, I have my torso facing forward. I can feel that stretch right in that hip. And my shoulders are going to come down. I encourage your shoulders to come down. Inhale here with an exhale, come forward. Nice. Inhale to lift. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, lift. Working on some mobility inside those hip flexors. Exhale, come forward. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, lift. Nice. Fingers are wide on the outside of the knee. We're going to go ahead and pop back up to that tabletop pose. So we're popping up. Nice. Wiggle around in it because that's lovely. Knees are wide. Set that bottom down. Extend the arms. Drop the shoulders. Release stress. Bring the arms under the armpits, and when you're ready, put a hand under the armpits, lifting back up to that tabletop and those wide knees. The other knee comes in between the hands. You're just sitting that bottom down. That back knee is bent. Feels better straight. You can straighten it. We're tall. Shoulders are down. Our chin is in alignment with the knee. We inhale here, and with an exhale, we're going to come down. Nice. Inhale to lift. Chin in alignment with the knee, shoulders down. Be proud. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, lift. Remember, this is about mobility and stretching, rejuvenizing, and always being one with your breath and your body. Take that time. You are so important to this world, even when you don't feel that. Inhale, lift. I'll meet you at the top. Fingers are wide. Let's go back to that tabletop position. Nice. Let's bring those knees together. Bottom goes back right onto those heels. Let's tuck the toes, actually. Yeah, there we go. Bottom onto heels. We're stretching those toes. Should feel good. You can wiggle. Be mindful of the toes. Bringing the bottom up, tops of the feet on the mat. Bringing the bottom down. We're going to reach forward here. If you need that towel under your forehead, awesome. Now from here, using your core, we're going to lift through the belly and the hips. We're going to come forward, almost like we're at tabletop, but we're not going to stop. We're not going to stop. We're going to come all the way down. Elbows in as you come down. Wiggle around, straighten those legs. Take your hands, make a tiny pillow. Elbows are outside of the mat. And relax. Releasing the glutes. Releasing all feet. Maybe the heels drop outside of the body towards the outsides of the mat. With those shoulders, press them back and down. Feel a nice stretch through the neck if you can press those shoulders down. Really relax the head. Now let's bring those hands from underneath our forehead to the side of the body. Now if you want to get that towel and put it underneath, or your favorite sweater or whatever, that's awesome as well. I want you to be really comfortable here. Now let's challenge yourself just a tiny bit. Today we didn't talk a lot about breath. So challenge yourself here to feel where you're breathing from. Is it all through the chest? Does your chest rise and fall? can you get your belly to lift your back as you breathe and exhale? Bring it down. Inhale, belly lifts, and the back lifts. And take it down. Just one other way to kind of work on that yoga breath. Figuring out where it comes from. And it comes from the abdomen. That's why your belly will rise and fall. Release those shoulders down, elbows maybe they go out. If this is not comfortable, bring those hands underneath the forehead again. Relax the neck for me. And breathe. You are an amazing and wonderful person. Let your breath relax your body and acknowledge some inner peace because you deserve it. If you'd like to stay here as long as you need. Enjoy. Feel the shoulders come down towards the mat. Feel the neck just completely relax. Feel your heels go to the outside. If you need to move on with your day today, you're going to bring those hands underneath the armpits again and bring your body up into that seated position one more time. Last time in that seated position. Inhale, roll the shoulders up, back and down. You are tall, strong, and beautiful. Believe it, because it is true. The light in me truly honors the light in you. I am so glad that you spent a little bit of time with me today, and I hope we can do it again soon. Namaste.